What's going on, Tamers? It's your boy Barney, and we're back with another card cache. This one, we're going over some of the cards that I missed from my last card cache, because I definitely missed a few. I'd already put them in the decks, and I completely forgot the decks that they were sitting in. So we're going to be going over those today, as well as some other cards that I got in, and some of the cards that I pulled from the RSB 2.5 pre-release a couple weeks ago at this point. I think it's been about two-ish weeks. But first, let's roll the intro. So the first card I missed, Gigaseedramon. So this was drawn by Osmaria. As I was saying in the last video, this is definitely something where you can tell like, yeah, that's an Osmaria art. Osmaria has a very specific art style about them as well. You can tell it in all of their arts. Now, this is an X antibody. It's not named, Metal Seedramon X antibody, but Gigaseedramon is the X antibody form of Metal Seedramon. And you can see like the Osmaria effect it's got. I think Osmaria has like a really thing for like, I want to say like pointy edges, so to say. And you can see it reflected within like the fins and the sort of like robotic nature. If you take a look at all the X antibodies, you see they, I guess to put it in a better way, they kind of become like Gundams. They really, ascend and become like this other creature that's like, yes, I have harnessed this power and now I am much more powerful. Yada yada. The texturing on this is fantastic. They got like that swirl. I don't know if you can see it right there. They got that swirl as Gigaseedramon is going to use probably its beam attack. I don't know what it's called, so let me know down in the comments. This is also keyword monstrosity, sec +1 reboot blocker. When any of your Digimon is played from sources, Digivolve 2, and then also get to play out sources when Digivolving when attack if you have X antibody in source. This card is a monster. I picked up 2 of these and I need to pick up 2 more. I think this card is going to do big things. Yes, it costs 5 to Digivolve just straight, but it's good. Metal Seedramon Ace is really good, and I mean you could just go X antibody, swing into this, get to Digivolve stuff. It's a really potent card, especially at 13k. It can be hard to deal with, so I like this a lot. I definitely had to pick this up. The next card we got is John Cena. No, I'm just kidding. It's Invisimon. He's quite literally invisible. I really love this card because if you look at it from afar, you're just looking at it, you're like, oh, okay, like if you look at it from the center, you're just like, oh, it's a picture of a background. But no. Once you hit that lighting and you see it reflect, like that is so freaking awesome. How do you even draw this, right? Like, I guess you just kind of like outline it on the art, but it's so freaking clean. Look at the lines. There is still detail on the lines. That is insanity. This is drawn by Toonami Kanji. I would have never guessed. This is insane for a Toonami Kanji art. This is fantastic. Invisimon is an archetype I'm really interested in because it plays differently from other Digimon decks. Being able to check face-up security and then hide away in security is kind of really cool, and then replaying yourself. So I had to pick up, I think I picked up just 1 of these because that's all they had, but I'm definitely going to pick up my play set for sure. Best bet. Really like the detailing on that. That is just freaking awesome. Crazy. Next one we got is to go with our Invisimon is Altea, also drawn by Toonami Kanji. So Altea is the, I guess, might as well call it the super AI of the Liberator world with their partner Espimon. So pretty fire art. I like the different like sort of like light, I don't know, like design effects. Like you can see the rays, and then there's like a kind of like a gold halo, I guess. It kind of looks like they're entering the cyberspace, so to say. I mean, they're already in cyberspace, but really awesome. Like that a lot. Next, we picked up a Goonimon. This is the box topper from EX8. So this is the Warping Agunimon. If you guys didn't know, I'm a Red Hybrid player. Sorry, I took it out of you. I'm a Red Hybrid player now. I do play Red Hybrid and I actually enjoy it. So, obviously went on a quest to max rarity the deck. So this art is drawn by Pikaru, right? Yeah, Pikaru. I love this because I really am a fan. I'm a fan of all art types, but I love this in particular because I love arts that are just kind of like Digimon you'd never expect to be hanging out, like a Gunimon and an Agumon and a Botamon. Like, what is that? Look at that. Look at that. First of all, it's just really cool. And so cute. So awesome. And there's so much detail, again, in the image. Not as much as like the Hina from the last video, but just in looking at it, like, it's very well drawn. And I don't know, I just something about this art just appeals to me, and I really like it. This was the last I needed to complete my playset, and now I got it. So this next one is a big one. You guys are gonna be like, oh Bonnie, you're crazy, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, sure, I am. This is the Emperor Grey Ultimate Cup. This, I think you got like this for top 8s. I picked this up because, first of all, I really like the art. If I'm gonna play Red Hybrid, well, you best bet that I'm going to you know, make it look snazzy. So I'm gonna raise this up to the camera because the texture on it, like, first of all, there isn't any, right? Like, there it is. That's about all you got. It's nothing like phenomenal, especially compared to the other cards we're looking at. What I find more awesome about this card is just the level of detail in the Emperor Grey, in the flames. I love that it's a full art. The only sort of border we have here is the Emperor Grey taking up the bottom, but just the overall, like, it has such a domineering presence, especially when you put it next to its alternate art. I like this better than the alternate art, first of all, because I don't care about Magna Garurumon. Second of all, just because it showcases him in all his glory. Just like the regional stamp, I do like the regional stamp of this, but unfortunately that's bordered, and this is full art. So yeah, this is a Naochika Morishita art. Yep, it checks out. It has that sort of realistic Digimon IRL art style. So I like that. I did not buy this. Let me clarify that. Don't go in the comments and tell me I'm crazy. I did not buy this. I actually traded for this, all right? This was all trades. So yes, that was all trades. The next thing we picked up from the same person, shout out to the boy Plague Doc, we picked up Galacticmon. So I picked up the entire deck, actually. So I have it here, and really awesome that I picked this entire thing up before the Galacticmon support got unveiled. So I've got my 3 Alternate Galacties, I got my Destro, my promo Destros, and more importantly, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 foiled Vemons. I also got, you know, some training, Scramble, pre-release Trident Arm Infusionizes, and then 2 release event Zeniths. I was able to pick this entire deck up also for mostly trades. So pretty cool. The only real alt-art we have in the deck is Galacticmon. So we're going to take a look at that here. So if you're thinking you don't play this Galacticmon in the new deck, you're wrong. You definitely are going to play this Galacticmon. The new one is good, but it doesn't do anything unless you have a Ragnarok cannon. Sure, it deletes a Digimon at the start of main, but that's not the only thing. This one at start of main is going to trash your opponent's security, which is really good. This also is going to get to pop one of your opponent's Digimon if you have 8 or more in source. The new one only does that. As a matter of fact, I think it does do that on Digivolve. I can't remember the exact effects, but both are really good, and you're definitely going to play both because you can play 6 Galacticmon. That's not a problem. This is a Sasasio. So what we're going to really look at here is the level of detail. First of all, Galacticmon is freaking big, right? Like, I don't think this image does it justice. I can't even, is that a slash Angemon? I can't tell what Digimon that is. Is that maybe, yeah, I can't tell what Digimon these are that are facing off against Galacticmon, but this Digimon is freaking huge, and you can really see his size when you look at like him compared to the other Digimon. The foiling, the texturing, it's got that little, like, I guess I'm gonna call it the popcorn texture. So, I mean, it looks nice enough. There's nothing like amazing about it. For me, what's really cool about this is just the art in general. You look at this and you can kind of see this just big domineering presence. And that's what I really like about it. So luckily I got my play set before they rose in price. I don't know what they are right now, but I'm sure they're a lot. Now, if you guys shop on TCG Player as much as I do, well, you buy a lot of cards. So what we would appreciate is if you want to support the channel using our link in the description down below. That way, when you shop on TCG Player and you check out, we get a kickback of that purchase, and it just helps the channel out, helps us make content, helps us pay for our editor, yada yada. Also, you can check out our other affiliate, Dueling Guard. If you use code DigiGuard at checkout, you get 5% off of your order, and we get a kickback of that purchase as well. Now the cards we got from pre-release. So Avenged Kidmon, this is definitely worth looking at the foil because for a box topper, this is insane. Come on, there we go. For a box topper, that's got mad ass texture foiling. Like on the Avenged Kidmon there, look at that. Look at his like hand or claw or whatever. And then like this kind of like surrounding background. Unfortunately, this card isn't like amazing. It's just okay, in my opinion. It doesn't move Three Musketeers anywhere, but it's cool enough art, and this is definitely going in my art binder, which maybe we'll explore someday on one of these card caches. I have a ton of cards that I like the art of that we have not went over, so this is definitely going to be one of the cards in my art binder. Another one I really like is actually the base rarity Zafagamon Ace. There's something about it that just has a charm. This is drawn by Sasasi. Did I say who this is drawn by? No, I didn't. So Avenged Kidmon is drawn by Kisuke. The Zafaga Ace is drawn by Sasasi. It's so simple. I think what's the kicker for me is how nice that sort of texturing and foiling looks with this green border for Ace cards, because a lot of them look dull. Like even Mega Gargomon looks okay, but this just looks better than Mega Gargomon. Comboed with the DigiGuard, you can see it right in the middle there. It has that sort of line going out, and when you look at it, you can tell that like, so the lore is that this is like it's not a mode change. It's Zafagamon, what did they say? Blasting out or using up all of its Digicore energy to effectively like gain a power up, so to say. So it's not a mode change. So it's not like Zafagamon like burst mode or whatever, but it is a powered up version of Zafagamon. I like the art reference to the Liberator manga, and I also just like that a lot. Got another Zafaga Ace, but we already went over that. Jessamon GX Ace. This was a pull. So I feel like Bandai in general, all right, let me rephrase, not Bandai. I feel like artists, this is drawn by Sasasi. I feel like artists, when they're just like, what pose do I want to put this Digimon in? They have a sword. They're a fighter. Like straight up, like it's like the go-to. I feel like we've had like 3 or 4 cards with this almost the same exact pose, where you're just winding up or you're just thrusting your sword forward, and honestly it's so uninspiring. You know, this is kind of whatever. The texturing and the foiling kind of saves it, but the art in general, I'm just like, it's whatever. I actually prefer, if I can find it, I prefer the regular art to this more, but you know, I'm also a max rarity horse, so I play the max rarity cards. Yeah, the regular art here, like it gives such a better view of Jessamon GX, not like a domineering presence. I think the SP actually does a really good job of its domineering presence, because it's kind of like, I think I might have trash talked this on stream and then Dan corrected me. So if Dan, you're watching this and I did, yes, I'm sorry, you were right, yes, go into your gloating, blah blah blah. I do like the SP for Jessamon GX more than the alternate art. This is not one of the alternate arts I really care for from the set. Kapurimon, these Ignite Mons are non-factors. This is one of my favorite. Honestly, this might be, this is such a like a small thing. This Calumon might just be one of my top, I can't say my top favorite art, but definitely a top 10 art for me. And you're gonna be like, why? It's just a Calumon. First of all, they did a phenomenal job. You know, when we normally get white cards that are like colored borders, they look horrible. They just look okay. This white border is legitimately white, right? In combination with that, the arts in the background feed so well into this Calumon. It's just so freaking cute, and the card is so freaking beautiful that I might just put this on my wall, honestly. Calumon with the pancake stack. We got the lollipop and the candy. We got, what is this? Some sort of like a can't even tell. Is that fucking ice cream? I can't tell. And then obviously I can't tell behind the text, but this Calumon, this this like foiled version of it is ridiculous. I love this card so much. We have a Dracomon pre-release or release event, whatever. Mid. Shoto. All right, we can take a look at Shoto. We can also talk about how bad he is, even though I have the card. Yes. I don't know how good this is. I don't really think it's good at all, mainly because you don't really have the space for this. I'm curious trying it at 1 because this can ramp you into another Shoto. And this can kind of do things, but in general, obviously, it's the weakest of all the Shotos we have. Yeah, that's it. The texturing foiling is pretty cool. Come on, get back in view. Texturing foiling is pretty cool, but I mean, it doesn't really have much going for it outside of that. It's not really like a fantastic art. This was drawn by Tanami Kanji. Yeah, it's just all right. Speaking of art, who the hell drew this Kalumon? Yamuretsu? Fantastic. I love that so much. Next up, we got our girl, Violet in boots. That's right, Violet is in boots. So this is a Tanami Kanji art. Would have never expected it, to be honest. It's kind of crazy, like, because it just kind of looks like Liberator. I wonder if Tanami Kanji just draws for Liberator. It doesn't really have that like Tanami Kanji style, but I do really like the simplicity of its background. I feel like sometimes with Tamer arts, like, I guess Shoto is probably the perfect example. You can tell that like the Shoto is using like the Zafagamon, like the wind element to kind of like give the background. It's just kind of like but for Violet, it's just simple purple background because, you know, purple card, but it fits so well. It's a different shade, so it lets her outfit stand out, and the outfit doesn't really blend to the background. There's also looks like there's a little bit of a drop shadow around her, so she stands out a little bit more. And her with Ghostmon, I think that's just really good. It's really simple, and I like simple sometimes. This is a card I really like. Oh yeah, we do have more of these coming in, which you'll see. We've got our Ghostmon here. Now, I do really love all of these Liberator rookies. They do the same thing where it's like rookie front and center, and then you had the oh my goodness, I can't speak. The Digi-Evolution line around on the background. So we got Bakemon, I believe that's, gosh, I'm forgetting the name. Phantomon, there we go. Who else we got in the back here? Oh, we got mad detail back there. There's the Necromon. We got a Demi-Mira. I can't tell what the in training, the fresh is right there. I don't know what that is called. So if you guys know, let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's mad detail. I really love all of these arts. This was drawn by Takase. Yeah, Takase. I love all of the Liberator rookies. I think that art style is like just really cool. It's a really cool homage to like the rookie and like what it does for each of the Liberator characters. We got the accompanying Demi-Miramon here. Demi-Miramon, always one of our favorites, you know, as purple players. Draw one, trash one on deletion. Am I right, guys? So we got a Demi-Miramon to return a Ghosty from trash to hand if you're a Vanguard player. Shout out, you already know. I have an affinity towards the deck because Ghosties, baby. And then I think the last one here is Pinamons. Yes, so I will eventually get this deck max ready, but I'm not focusing on it right now. I just happened to pull and trade for 4 of these, so I got it. These are the Pinamons. I love these baby like full arts. I think every set they need to do these because I hate when I'm using this like generic baby and it's I'm like, you're so cute, but like you could be cuter just like this. Look at all the Pinamons. I love that. It's drawn by Yuki. Oh yeah, fantastic. Good job. And so that's it for today's card cache. If you guys enjoyed, please do drop a like. Let me know what cards you liked from this card cache. And also let me know what you're picking up in the mail and what you have to be excited for. If you guys want to see any cards, let me know and I'll try to get my hands on them. Anyways, until I talk to you guys the next time, thank you for watching. Peace out.